Guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to go and take a look at Lags here. EZA Lags. I'm not too sure how good she's going to be. I'm pretty sure she's mid as hell, but I mean, let's not be too harsh before we see some of the numbers that she'll put up, right? She has a lot of mechanics baked in that would be a little bit better for, I don't know, maybe she's okay. Well, let's just jump in. She does have a lot of debuffs, which I suppose could be good. Now, for Lags, of course, I gave her full dodge. I mean, she is a free-to-play character. She has dodge in her kit. It just seems fairly obvious to give her dodge. If you are a really big anti-dodge person, the only other thing, I guess, is additionals. She can have additionals built into her kit, but it's very restricted. Only if the HP is under 50% HP when she attacks does she get additionals in her passive. Her super attack effect certainly is strong. Maybe if we're in super battle road, right? Maybe she kills and then she gets an additional and then you're debuffing and sealing the next enemy. I guess that's possible, right? So, all right, let's hop in and let's see how effective Lags will be. Alright guys, so we are here in an event. Let's just quickly go over what Lags is going to do. Let's get this stuff up. So, I mean, yeah, this is just absurdity. How can Dokkan release a character? She came out in 2022 with 6, like, that's trolling. Like, people will complain about the events being too hard, and then Dokkan is still doing stuff like this. You know, links are pretty important. Amatsu, man. I mean, you gotta help us out here, dude. I don't know if 6 links is supremely good right now. It's not. No character in the game whatsoever, ever should be under 7 links. They should just flat out not release characters at all who don't have at least TUR Awakenings. There's no reason ever. Like, Dragon Ball Daima in the future, like, you know, they're gonna drop a character super fast and then haven't revealed his major form yet, so he's just an SSR or something like that, sure. But, like, outside of something like that, like, nah, man, like, we can't be having 6 link characters. Ridiculous. Her links are Innocence, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Battlefield Diva, Loyalty, and Shattering the Limit. She is a Loyalty character, okay, because remember how good this link is right here. This is 2 key and 5% damage reduction. Dark Mask King does have that. And Dark Mask King, as you guys know, is very good. Lag's super attack here is a 30% attack and offensive buff for 1 turn. Supreme damage. Then she lowers enemy attack and defense and seals. So Lag certainly effective for Battlefield. Effective for Super Battle Road content. I mean, that at least is something. Her passive, she's getting 160% attack and defense start of turn. She gets 80% attack and defense on super attack, 30% chance to dodge. She gets 2 key, and then another 20% chance to dodge if there's another 2 or more Dragon Ball Hero category allies in the team. So that gets her up to a 50% chance to dodge right there. Then she gets 80% attack if the enemy's HP is 80% or less when attacking. And if the target enemy's HP is 50% or less when attacking, she gets an additional, it's a 70% chance to be a super. And then she gets plus 10 crit chance every time she attacks a character who's attack down, defensive down, stunned, or sealed. And that goes up to 50%. I mean, maybe this is a strong turn for her, but I mean, she's getting 80% passively from her super attack, 30% from her super attack effect, and she's got a 50% chance to dodge. I mean, I feel like I will take that from a free-to-play character. See what her damage is. I mean, regardless, I would, you know, like, looking at her, looking at that start of turn defense, I mean, certainly extreme Super Battle Road bosses do damage like Red Zone bosses, right? Like, it's not just, oh my god, more matters than Red Zone. Okay, so we'll go to Super Battle Road where the bosses hit just as goddamn hard, pretty much. That's right? Like, sure, man. Whatever you say. But at least Lags could potentially debuff them, I guess, right? Her attack debuff, and she does have the seal. Alright, so it was at 4 million right there. We got the hidden potential system additional. Okay. Sure. Didn't we have 3? We had 3 hidden. Are you kidding me? 3 additional in the potential system, and she gave us a hidden potential system additional. Ain't that some shit? All right, man. Interesting rotation we've got here. We will go ahead and float off Fu, because obviously we would like Fu over near Lags, right? So let's go ahead and do that. We did not really get the orbs for Fu right there, but whatever. I am on record over and over and over as saying, like, bro, like, you get the turn of the leader plus the friend lead. I mean, bad shit is gonna happen then. Like, you know, it's cursed. These cursed rotations right here are real tough. Especially for a character like Limit Breaker Vegito, who so much of what he does is coming from his link set as well. Right? He, like, the Super Saiyan 4 characters just get so many stats from their links. So we're seeing a heavily neutered version of Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Now, you know, I mean, we have pretty much, you know what's funny is after one turn, like, we've kind of seen what Lags can do, right? I guess I would like her to attack one of these enemies whose HP is a little bit lower, so we could see some of those extra buffs she could have. All right, now remember, Rose and Zamasu, both of their damages is in, like, the 700k range, right? So that gives you kind of like a, you know, an equivalent, like, oh, okay, Fusion Zamasu does this damage, plus 1 million. So, sure. All right, ooh, down to 173 right there, huh? That is with no hearts around. 173. That is low. Man, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't really matter regardless. Like, we'll just put it there. There's a lot of support we're getting, by the way. Demon Goddess Toa support. We have, you know, physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito support. Remember, Vegito is giving support to both Giant Ape Power and Crossover. So he is supporting Lags. All right, I do want to lower Rose's HP a little bit so we can get Lags abilities on this next turn. Rose does have a good amount of HP. This is a great fight to sort of, like, test the limits of what characters can do right here. Because Zamasu is obviously immortal, and then Rose is very tanky. Because what would happen in a lot of the OG fights where there's immortal Zamasu or something like that is the Dokkan attack, even if you don't get it, is an AoE. And you can't really do it. Like, it's just an AoE. And there's nothing you can do about that, right? Like, you're just going to get the AoE with the Dokkan attack no matter what. And so what would happen is you would kill the bosses before you would even get a chance. Like, you know, to really, like, stack up and stuff like that. It was kind of an unfortunate thing that would happen because of the Dokkan attack. But in this fight, like, even if we get a Dokkan attack, I mean, it's not gonna one-shot Rose, right? Because, like, that's the Goku Black stage, the AGL Dokkan Fest Goku Black stage. That stage, it would be like that, where Zamasu is immortal. But Zamasu, I mean, he used to be immortal. You could kill him pretty easily now. But besides that, Rose would die to Dokkan attacks pretty easily, right? And then that's not something that's going to happen over here. All right, let's just go ahead and skip to the next turn. We did a bunch of damage to Rose with the active skills, so now Lags is going to be able to get some more of her passive up. All right, pretty strong rotation right here. We do obviously have Dark King Fu with his support, and we also have Demon Goddess Toa. All right, so let's see what Lags' defense is right there. 173, and then, of course, this will proc Cold Judgment. Huge difference for her. Okay. I do kind of want to put Fu in slot 1 right here. My reasoning for this is that it is going to give us the support is going to kick in first. Okay, so there's what Lags is looking like. Let's have her attack Rose, because her buff is when she attacks, right? An enemy that's weaker. Dodge it, Fu. Okay, good. Fu doing his job. Oh, that would have hit quite hard, huh? I think we would have lived, but that would have done a lot of damage anyway. Would we have lived? It would have been close. 5.8? I don't know. Well, okay. I mean, we do want to keep in mind that Lags does have 50% dodge. And I don't consider Lags... Okay. Dodge it, baby. Alright, well, let's see how tanky she is. So her defense was in like what, like the 500k territory right there. If she ate 200 from it. 500k defense with 50% chance to dodge. This is a juiced up rotation though. I mean, it is easy for extreme class Dragon Ball Hero characters to get juiced up though. It's very easy to do. Because like, you know, you in a lot of fights, not all, like not against Omega, but in a lot of fights, a lot of these like Heroes characters are pretty comfortable. Like Hearts, you know, like Hearts, I'd run Hearts against Fusion Zamasu. You can't run Hearts against Omega. I mean, I guess you could try. You could do it and get lucky, but Hearts ain't going toe to toe within Omega. That's not happening. So, yeah, you know, just just saying that would not go very well. So, but we are able to get like a healthy amount of support for villains on the Dragon Ball Hero team with Dark King Fu and Hearts. Again, Demon Goddess Toa, I mean, I have soured on her quite a bit. I've mentioned this, but my opinions on her and Fu basically just swapped, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like, if Toa gets her dodges, like, you know, sure, great. But, you know, if Toa doesn't get her dodges, well, it is what it is. Okay, well, Fu, I mean, you could get your orbs in, buddy. That would help. Alright, this is going to be kind of a goof-ass turn right here. We're not really looking too good. Okay. We can hit that. We are going to get a super with lags because of Fu's support, but... Okay, let's just see what, Are we living this? This is mine or the friend? Yeah, we lived. Okay. We're getting destroyed by these guys. Alright, lags, show us something. We'll probably make this the final turn. I mean, I guess lags is like, kind of like, giving her a 50% chance to dodge just by having two other Heroes characters on the team, not even rotation, but just team. I mean, like, she's okay. Like, it's like, she's not, I would say, a complete throwaway. Like, I'm not jumping up and down to talk about how good she is, but she's not, like, completely terrible or inadequate or anything like that. Nice. Good dodge by Fu. Here we actually have Toa's support. Okay. Are we good? Did we get enough of a look at lags? I would say so. I mean, we saw her with like her full passive up. I mean, not the crit chance from attacking an enemy who's attacked down, defensive down, stunned, or sealed, but that's not really like it's just a crit. Like, we're looking at the attack stats, not the actual damage done itself. Because remember, every boss has varying degrees of damage reduction, right? So, like, the raw damage you do, plus there is a thing like soft crits and stuff like that. So, it's, like, the attack stats is the true value of what the character's putting out in terms of damage. And we pretty much saw what lags does. So, all right, let's go and take a look at her details. All right, this is Fate of the Universal Conflict in her hands, lags. Her leader skill is Dragon Ball Heroes, category key 3 and 77% of stats, or int type key 3 and 50% of stats. Her super attack is the Glass Bullet, which is a weapon type super attack, by the way, very rare. She gets 30% attack and defense for one turn, does supreme damage to the enemy, lowers enemy attack and defense, and then seals enemy super. So right away, think Super Battle Road, think Battlefield for those abilities. Her passive skill, Pure Loyalty, gives her 160% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then she gets 80% attack and defense when performing a super attack. Then she gets a 30% chance to dodge. Then she gets 2 key plus an extra 20% chance to dodge if there's another 2 Dragon Ball Hero category allies on the team, which gets her to a 50% chance to dodge, which is very good. For a free-to-play character, we'll take it. I mean, honestly, I mean, with the dodge, I mean, she, 400k defense, 500k, maybe, like, somewhere in that range, like, like she could be okay. For a free-to-play character, I mean, I'll take the ability to potentially be able to survive in some of these fights, right? Then she gets 80% attack if the target enemy's HP is 80% or less when she attacks. And then if that enemy's HP is 50% or less when she attacks, she gets an additional that has a 70% chance to be a super. And then she gets a 10% chance to crit up to 50% every time she attacks an enemy who's in attack down, defensive down, stunned, or sealed status. Her link set is the Innocent, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Battlefield, Diva, Loyalty, Shattering Limit. No 7th link. Ridiculous nonsense. Her 12 Q multiplier is 140%. And then Lags is on a few categories here. She, of course, is on the Dragon Ball Hero category team, which is pretty good these days. I love it. She's also on Peppy Gals, which is about to get a new strong leader from Dokkan Fest Android 21. Then Lags is also on the Resurrected Warrior category, which we will take. Then Lags is also on the Time Traveler category team. We also have her on the Crossover category team. And then finally, Lags is on Space Traveling Warriors. So, let me know what you guys think about our girl Lags. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.